Order in the court. Okay, so the prisons aren't working in the way that the U.S. is originally intended for them to work. The U.S. is the world leaders in mass incarceration, and the numbers are only climbing. The judicial branch has decided we need to fix and address the way we handle sentences of people who have committed wrongdoings. I have assembled the four of you because you all come from different backgrounds and perspectives, and I want to hear what you, as typical, ordinary, everyday citizens, have to say. So, first, let's just go around and introduce yourselves. Hi, y'all. So, I'm Rebecca. I'm a junior at UCLA, and I study communications. Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm a senior at the University of Illinois, and I study music education. Hey, the name's Rob. I'm in a band. Hello, my brothers and sisters. My name is Meadow, and I own a medicinal herb garden. All right, wonderful. Nice to meet you all. So, let's get down to it. What are your current positions on our prison system? I think that we need to go back to a much more simple time, to an era of peace, reflection, and rehabilitation, which is why I suggest that we bring back the monasteries. I mean, think about it. The only reason they stopped using them was because of mean old King Henry II, who got power hungry. And that's not cool. They worked really hard and really well, and they were based on forgiveness and rehabilitation. Yeah, sure, the buildings are huge and may cost a lot of money to recreate, but the cells were absolutely calming. Tiny little rooms with a neat bed and a window, a desk to write down penance and reflection, stone walls and statues of revered saints. It sounds like heaven to me. Plus, the route to punishment was so humane. Giving people a second chance to redeem themselves is super groovy. No, that's totally dumb. I've said it before and I'll say it 1,000,000 times more. Criminals deserve the chair. Capital and corporal punishment is the way to go, man. Not only does it make for a great spectacle and events, its roots go way back to England, so why did we ever fix what was broken? It's cheap and it's easy. Hey, don't look at me like that. It's not even that inhumane. It's not even like I thought of it. These things like the stocks and pillories are totally easy and chill for criminals to go through. So you stand in a place for a while and get fruit thrown at you. Who cares? I've been to the Renaissance Fair, okay? You broke the law, so you should pay. It also does wonders for great individual and general deterrence. You don't want to be flogged? Don't commit crimes. Easy peasy. Plus, if people are dead, they can't commit the crime again, so case closed. Ew, OMG, no, that's awful. Get out. You try being locked in the stocks for hours. It's not as easy as it looks. You talk about the Renaissance Fair. I used to work at the Renaissance Fair. I was the sock girl, and it was awful. So do your research, okay? Anyway, I don't understand why things have to change. We're more evolved now than we were when monasteries or corporal punishments were a thing. So, clearly everything must be right and perfect. How could it still be wrong? We've had years to develop this system. I'm pretty sure that the government knows what they're doing. I mean, end of story. How could it be so wrong? Actually, that's very wrong. There are a lot of people locked up for things like possessing marijuana and committing minor felonies. One minor indiscretion could cost someone years of their life. Plus, the trauma that goes along with spending years in a cell and never being able to talk to anyone who you've wronged is terrible. I propose that society's response to criminal wrongdoing should be based on a restorative justice system with physical outcomes including prison time, community service, and fines. When wrongdoings are committed, people should have the opportunity to sit down with the victims and discuss what they did and how harmful it was. Hopefully that will help with the closure and includes the idea that Meadow was discussing about rehabilitation. However, along with Rob and Rebecca, I do believe that something physical should be done. I propose that the options should be a fine, jail time, or community service, and that the outcome should be chosen based on what the accused person thinks they deserve, what the victim believes that the person deserves, and what the mediator, probably the judge, thinks the compromise would be. The judge would still have the final say, as in many court cases today, but the overall process would be much more humane and respectful on both people's rights as well as their personal freedoms and liberties. Wow, very thoughtful. I can tell you thought a lot about this issue and definitely know your stuff. Whoever taught you to think this way must be one educational and thoughtful person. Thank you all for your opinions, and every one of you brings up terrific points. I'll bring your ideas back to the branch, and I'll see what we can do. Thank you all for your time.